Skope TV, Thursday night. I don't think it could be any more of an exciting evening. Besides the fact that the Lakers and the Celtics are opening up tonight, I've got one of the best DJs in the game. My man DJ Inferno. DJ Inferno, what's happening, brother?
Everything's good, everything's good.
Oh yeah? Now I'm pouring myself a drink. I'm pouring myself a little Jägermeister to get in the mood. Let's get right into this though. Where are we talking from tonight? What's happening? What's happening, brother? I'm sorry?
I didn't bring any liquor with me, buddy. So you're going to be drinking without me.
You come join me. We'll have to have you up here in Boston, and the round's on me. Let's get right into this, though. Where are we talking from tonight, and what are you doing tonight? What's the plans for the night? You spinning somewhere?
Yeah, actually, no. Tonight I'm not spinning. Tonight I'm going to be working. I'm actually in my basement studio at my house right outside of D.C. Tonight's going to be a little work night for me, just working in the studio.
Cool. Now, how did you get the alias DJ Inferno, and how did you get started as a DJ in general?
Well, it started when I was really young. I mean, even before I was DJing, I was making mixtapes on boom boxes, like with cassette tapes, like reel-to-reel type stuff. Back when I was 14 years old, but I used to see all these, DJs at parties, mobile DJs, and listen to the radio DJs, and that's the local radio DJs here in DC, and that's kind of what inspired me to get started. But I didn't, this is a long time ago. This is about 19 years ago, and I don't know if that dates myself, but I've been in business for a while. But I got the DJ name, after having being a DJ for a few years, just like 3 years. I was at a party that needed a DJ for the hell floor of a heaven and hell party, right? So they put me down there. I didn't have a DJ name, but they decided to call me Inferno to have something cool to put on the flyer. And since my name starts with an E, Eric, they started Inferno with an E, and that was in 1994. So the name just kind of stuck.
I love it. Now, just so anybody knows at home, all my Skope listeners out there, the man's real name is Eric. That's his quote-unquote government name. But let's keep it moving here.
Okay.
How has dance music in general evolved and gained status among other genres over the past 10 to 15 years?
I would say that it's gone from something. If you're talking about dance, if you think of dance music or house music or electronic music, if you're talking about that, I mean you're looking at something that really has evolved from something that was more underground to the pop world, and you find it, and it's exactly what you said, dance music, electronica, house, that type of sound has found its way into, not just, commercial radio, but into hip-hop production or into mainstream, music production, people of other genres. You hear bands that are kind of fusing together, rock with dance, or rock with electronic, or hip hop with electronic. It's like almost like nowadays it's this convergence of sound and different musical genres, and dance has definitely evolved into that.
Now, I gotta be honest with you, DJ Inferno. I've been a huge fan of yours because I feel like your remixes are the best. They're really second to none. They really are, and I've been following you for years. And I got to ask you, what do you listen to in a song that makes you say, you know what, I want to remix that song?
Usually it's, it can be a couple of things. It can be something that, that I hear and that makes me think, well, this will work, or this works right now on the dance floor, but, I've got something in my head that makes me think, well, if I just put a little spin on it, maybe it'll hit a little harder or work a little bit better on the dance floor. And then some of it's just in my head, you know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily even have to be made for the dance floor, but just something that, musically just kind of catches me, whether it's like a sample or a vocal, or a phrase or something. It can be something really small that makes me want to pick at it and maybe develop it into something more. That's where I'm coming from. That's
dope. Have you ever run into any legal trouble for remixing a song without permission?
No, I've never done that. What I haven't done is anything illegal, which would be like, for example, selling other people's, unlicensed remix or anything like that. I don't go down that route. It's all for promo. It's all for promotion. the stuff that I work on.
Mm.
It's kind of, it's cool for everybody that I decided to give it out to, but it's definitely not something I can pay for.
Now, your tour schedule is crazy. How do you get enough rest and keep yourself healthy with all those all-nighters that you be pulling?
Well, it's you know what, the trick is, if you have an early flight, you just don't, what I do is I just keep the lights on in the hotel room if I got 3 hours of sleep, and then I sleep on the plane. That's my trick. So I've actually mastered the art of sleeping sitting up.
Mm.
I fall asleep on planes before the plane even takes off, and then I wake up at some point in the middle to recline the chair, and then next thing you know, we're on the ground. So you master that, you don't need to sleep at night.
Hmm. Now, obviously, the people that are listening to your music in the clubs, at home, they're partying. Would you consider yourself a partier also? And you know what I'm saying? Are you in the same vibe as the people listening to it, or are you more like a music man that just happens to cater to the partying masses?
No. I mean, I think the longer you're in the business, I guess I'd say when I was a little younger, my teens and my 20s, I probably wanted to go out and, go out and party as much as, the guys or the people that I'm playing for. But now, what's really beautiful about my career and my job is that it doesn't feel like work a lot of the time. When I am working, it feels like I'm at the party, I'm running the show in terms of the music, and I get as much out of that. You know what I'm saying? I get as much out of that as somebody that goes to a party to get, to have a good time. So in a sense, yeah, it's a little bit different from where I'm coming from. But I'm definitely vibing with the crowd, and it's definitely a party in the DJ booth.
That's dope. Now, what do you think about all those people online who buy turntables or DJ Hero and then all of a sudden consider themselves a DJ? Does that bother you, or you just feel like it's good for the industry anyway?
No. That's just the way things are going. I mean, honestly, nowadays it's true. It's a lot easier to become a DJ. I mean, you can always buy turntables. Like, you could always go out and buy turntables. 10, 20 years ago, you just go out and buy turntables, and you got an album, collection or a collection of vinyl, then you can call yourself a DJ, if you're playing out. But nowadays it's even easier because you can pick up a laptop, use turntables, and it's definitely the barriers to entry are lower. But it's not, it's not anything that bothers me. If such and such wants to call himself a DJ, that's cool. I mean, it's no sweat off my back. I'm just going to kind of do what I'm doing and kind of try to make myself better at what I'm doing. But I'm not really stressing that.
That's dope. And we're going to take our first break. We here with DJ Inferno. I got to be honest with you, brother. You're a lot more laid back than what I thought. I mean, when I'm listening to your music, I feel like I'm pumping. That's pretty cool, though. Skope TV, Thursday night. We're going to be right back. DJ Inferno, live and direct from D.C.